Kubernetes namespaces are a fundamental mechanism for organizing and isolating resources within a cluster. They provide logical partitioning that allows you to separate different environments, teams, or applications. In this tutorial, you'll learn the essential operations for creating, listing, and deleting namespaces. These skills form the foundation of effective Kubernetes cluster management and are crucial for maintaining organized, secure, and scalable deployments. The imperative method is the quickest way to create a namespace in Kubernetes. Using the kubectl create namespace command followed by your desired namespace name, you can instantly provision a new namespace. In this example, we're creating a namespace called dev environment. This approach is ideal when you need to quickly set up a namespace without writing configuration files. The command executes immediately and provides instant feedback on whether the namespace was successfully created. The declarative method uses a YAML configuration file to define your namespace. This approach follows infrastructure as code principles and is preferred for production environments. The YAML file specifies the API version as v1, the kind as namespace, and includes metadata with the namespace name. Once you've created your YAML file, you apply it using kubectl apply -f followed by the file name. This method allows you to version control your namespace definitions, making it easier to track changes and maintain consistency across different environments. Viewing all namespaces in your cluster is essential for understanding your cluster's organization. The kubectl get namespaces command displays a complete list of all existing namespaces. For convenience, Kubernetes provides a shorter alias, kubectl get ns. Both commands produce identical output showing namespace names, their status, and age. This is typically one of the first commands you'll run when working with a new cluster or troubleshooting resource issues, as it helps you understand the logical structure of your environment. When you need more detailed information about a specific namespace, Kubernetes provides two powerful commands. The kubectl describe namespace command, followed by the namespace name, gives you comprehensive details including resource quotas, labels, and annotations. For even more detailed output in YAML format, use kubectl get namespace with the -o YAML flag. This shows the complete namespace specification, which is particularly useful for understanding namespace configuration, troubleshooting issues, or copying settings to create similar namespaces. Deleting a namespace is straightforward, but requires caution. The kubectl delete namespace command followed by the namespace name will remove the namespace from your cluster. However, it's crucial to understand that this operation is destructive. When you delete a namespace, Kubernetes automatically deletes all resources contained within it, including pods, services, deployments, and configuration maps. There's no undo button, so always verify you're deleting the correct namespace and ensure any important data has been backed up before proceeding. Kubernetes provides efficient ways to delete multiple namespaces simultaneously. You can specify multiple namespace names separated by spaces after the kubectl delete namespace command, such as dev, staging, and test. Alternatively, you can use label selectors with the -l flag to delete all namespaces matching specific labels. For example, -lenv equals temp would delete all namespaces labeled with environment equals temporary. This is particularly useful for cleaning up temporary or test environments in batch operations, saving significant time in cluster maintenance tasks. After creating or modifying namespaces, verification is essential for confirming successful operations. Use kubectl get ns followed by the namespace name to verify that your namespace exists and check its current status. To inspect resources within a specific namespace, use kubectl get all with the -n flag followed by the namespace name. This displays all resources deployed in that namespace, helping you understand what's running and troubleshoot potential issues. Regular verification ensures your namespace operations completed successfully and helps maintain awareness of your cluster's resource distribution across different namespaces.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.